Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Sir Thomas, and always, and today we are back to Minecraft. In the last episode, we had explored the Nether and got our butts completely destroyed. I lost all my stuff. This is why we screwed the Nether. We don't like the Nether. But today, as you can clearly tell from today's title, we are going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. I'm kidding. No, we are going on a trip though. And we are going to go find a new home. Now, a long time ago, it feels like, Amy and we were playing, and Amy was constructing her tree houses over that way. Right? It's literally right over there. And I wanted to... Okay, because it looks like a freaking... Okay. Because it looks like a freaking cross. I don't want it to be a cross. So, this is the ravine I'm talking about. It's a very short ravine. I started mining cobblestone over here, and I started going back over there to mine cobblestone. So, that's what this is. But if you keep going down this direction, here's what we see. It's a river that goes all the way down, and you eventually hit the dark wood forest. Or, the dark oak forest, No, there's no woodland mansion, but here's my dilemma. We can go down this path and build a home somewhere because there is a mountain pure that way that we could do. And we go and all this trees and everything past the if we go past the all this jungle biome, right? And we just pass by it, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go through the jungle to go all the way that way to see where it would take me. And yes, I will eventually mine all this bamboo. Here's why. One, it's annoying. It really is annoying to run through. You can't run through it like you can through trees, and you can't run through, it like you can grass. You get stuck once in a while. But anyways, we're going to keep going down this way, and I want to show you guys where I want to build. It is day 99 in Minecraft, and so I think it's time to finally, by day 100, to officially move. We spent 100 days in this area, essentially, and there's what I want to build. There's the dark forest. And this is where I want to build. Now, here's my thing. You're probably wondering, well, Thomas, are you going to make a giant footpath bridge from the house to here? Technically, yes. And here's why. I'm going to pause for a second so we don't lose any time. So here's the plan. I want to move the path that we've built so far, that you guys are going to see that connects to the jungle. Take that path, continue it straight forward, essentially, and we'll eventually get here. However, yes, I'll be making turns and whatnot to make it to go here, and that's where I want to build, on top of there. Slight problem. One, it's a pain in the butt to try to get up there on that mountain. Firstly, it's probably a pain in the butt to get all the way up there. And yes, there's a lava thing I have to take out eventually. Did that thing just spawn in front of me? But yes. This is where I want to be. This is a completely new area that kind of connects to the jungle already. So there's no point in me going, oh, well, we should just go through the jungle, right? Wrong. I want to go, I guess I'm going to go ahead and make the first path in this direction. Now, I think the lava's coming from, yeah, there it is. It's right there. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The lava's right freaking here. I really need to see if I can block that up. Surprisingly, wood on wood contact destroys it all. It's slowly dissipating, so it's not... already to put out a fire, and I'm not even... Dude! Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Like, okay, I kept getting on fire for like the first 5 seconds, and... my thing is, I don't want a forest fire on my hands already. That's my thing. Alright, this can't cause anything any more harm. But dude, like, look at it already. It's already destroyed, like... what, 3 or 4 trees? No, but in all seriousness, like, I just think it's kind of stupid to think that... all that was because of a small fire. A small, like, thingy. Alright, now that the freaking danger's avoided, and I don't have to worry about anything anymore. So yeah, do you guys see the great view, though? Like, this is where we came from, right over there, right? And look at all that we could now use. And this could be potentially a new a new mining operation just down below us. And we can live downstairs. Okay, really? Nice, I finally made it. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't see this. You didn't get to see this. Alright, but no, we are finally made it. And yeah, look at that freaking view. Look at it, and that's one part of the area we've been to. But yeah, look, you can technically cross the biome all the way over here, and then there's a swamp biome right there. Dude, this is a centralized area that we could take over. And then birch and everything. Look, yeah, we have a whole... from this point, from where we're standing, that way is our kingdom, Simba. No, but seriously, I really want to do something like this. And look, because we're on a cliff, I will have to be like, oh, hold on. I will have to flatten this area out. I will have to, you know... and try to get this, okay. Well, my thingies run out. Okay, there. Alright, now I know what to do. Alright, now I can do this. The nice thing about having that diamond axe was the fact that you could not run out of resources. But yeah, look, this is a cliff face, so I really need to be careful of everything, and I need to find a way to build down to make kind of like a giant staircase, or we do the bamboo method and we just basically build an elevator platform right here. We knock off this front here and we just build all the way up like an elevator and then get off, which we could do. So stairs would take longer, a lot more resources, so I think we'll just do the elevator method. I think the elevator method would work better. And we can build our interior with dark wood, considering that we're going to have to use it. Look at that. Look at that. Already have a freaking probable. I really don't need that. Alright, well, I ran out, and that's not a village, this is probably more lava. Well, the nice thing is, at dark time, you can technically see where everything is now. Because if there's a village, you can see the lights from the village, which would be pretty cool. Oh, really? I didn't get you? Okay. Oh, I got you, though. So yeah, that's just probably like lava or something like over here was. I don't see any more light sources, so yeah. But no, I think this would be a really good bit. What is this? Wildflowers. Oh, okay, okay. I think if we flatten this out up here, we could technically make, you know, a house over here. So this is what we're gonna do. This is the entire episode, by the way. Is literally today we are gonna build or try to get the outline of the house built, because it's gonna be like a really big place. It's gonna be really big. That's my problem. You know, I want it to be. I have to make sure the cliff face ends. Alright, if we build right here, we call this, actually, you know what? Alright, if we call this the cliff face edge. Well, actually, you know what? Okay, good. I was like, hold on. That didn't seem very symmetrical to me. Alright. I think if we build, I don't want to build on the really base edge, because eventually I'm gonna have to make those quote supports to make it look like it's standing on its own. And so that's what I want to do. That's where the scaffolding comes into play. Cause I'm gonna use a lot. I'm gonna use at least 2 stacks of those to try to get that finished. To try to get those support columns built on it. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna build, baby, build, build, build. It's gonna be a lot of work, and I don't doubt it, obviously. Because here's the thing, I want to have a basement. I want to have a second story and a first story. The first story, I want to have a cooker, a kitchen. I want to have a really good area to build. And because there's so much dry leaves we can use as a fuel source for a while, until we can find a more permanent source. Now, I do realize there's a lot of stuff at my old house, at the old base, that we're gonna need to bring over, like the diorite. All that diorite needs to come over here for the flooring, for the kitchen. The polished diorite will be kitchen. The base floor would be dark oak wood, and then you have I guess I can do birch for like the living room, and then the basement would be like, maybe cobblestone even. Because who knows? I mean, it just depends on what I want. I definitely want to use the polished diorite in some way, because polished diorite looks really cool now than it used to. It got updated a little bit. I like the texture a little bit more on this one than I did previously, but it still was really cool looking to use. But now that I have a decent audience watching these videos, I want to ask the question again: is there anything you guys want to see in this new house now to make it pop? Like, do you guys want to see, a waterfall in the house, or outside the house? Would you guys like to see, a botanical garden inside the house? Like, the basement could be like that, and we leave sunlight from the top, from the basement. Like, for example, if this was a basement right here, I would dig out eight blocks and cover the ceiling basically in glass, and wooden, and a fence around it, and then, but you can't get downstairs. The only way to get downstairs is you'll see it, but you can never get in it. And that's where that way the sunlight can still get in and the crops can grow. Now, yes, crops can grow, without sunlight in Minecraft. I get that. But to get the more realistic feel, I would like to have that kind of botanical look. Potentially. But it's up to you guys as well. Like, it's my world, yes, but I want you guys' input on certain things as well. Like, what would you guys like to see? I will be making a chest to dump all the unnecessary junk for my inventory, and whatever else I can't fit in my inventory, I'm gonna just let it despawn, because I really don't need all this, like, pizzazz and stuff like that. I do need to make a crafting table, and I do need to make then a chest. A big enough chest. Oh yes, and a campfire, because we will need one. A smithing table? Sure, why not? At this point, why not? All the dirt can go away right now. 'Cause I need to make some room. I need to make room for all this stuff. And yeah, I need you right now. Upgrade gear. Okay. Cool, to change that a little bit. And then the campfire for a roomy effect, so I can see we've claimed this territory. the territory. I hope you guys liked my previous video of Battlefield 6 beta. Make sure you guys check that out if you haven't already. There'll be you'll see it in the top. I'll probably link it in the top right hand corner when this video is playing. Just in case you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you guys check it out. It was a really fun match. Sorry. And so yeah, it's a blast. Oh wow, we have a third of it done. Not even half, because I want this entire thing, this entire top, flattened. Because that's, like I said, this is how big I wanted to make. I'm not gonna have it a rectangle size. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have it a, you know, a great big deal. Now, I could go back to the house, you know, see, but like I said, I've already got enough stuff to make at least two more of that, and then one more of this, and I should make two more of those. Yeah, okay, cool. Like I said, it's enough to get me going. It's enough to get me started and enough to work some things out. But yeah, this entire, depending on what I need to do is in a second is I need to take like a block and then go from oh this is where this ends, because like if you go all the way over here, right, like for example right here would be like an endpoint. Right here is an endpoint, and then you have trees, yes, but I want to take those trees and like I don't want it to be really big or really tedious. So like if I want to be like, for example, right here is an endpoint, and I get rid of all those trees. Another endpoint would be like, technically right here. An endpoint would be right there, and then another endpoint would be literally right there, and then the other endpoints would be, yeah, right here. Like I said, all these trees would go away. Like, that's not the thing. I still want that top feeling, so if I build right there, so if I go this way and keep going this way, I should be making a big loop. Yeah, yeah. So another endpoint be like, okay, screw it. Let me get these trees out of the way. I can't see what I want to do without these trees in the way. Alright, let's see, get this out of the way, get this. Oh, great. Alright. So if we want to go right here and the endpoints. Let's do it right here. Let's do it right here. It's on the same path. It's okay. I'm one over. Alright, but I'm in the same path, and then that's my endpoint right there. So like, where the endpoints are, that's where I like to build. I would like to build it takes a lot out of these trees, out of my axe to do all this. But look, like That's how big it is. Like, this is how big the house will be, and you guys would have to agree with me how, you know, ridiculous it's gonna be like. Because, like, there's an endpoint right there. So the house can go down a little bit, and there'd be, like, you know, for this, for example, this would be like half of this would be the kitchen and stuff. Half of this would be the living space. You know, the other half would be a kitchen. The other half would be starting going down to the basement. Like, the house would gradually look like a modern house that dives in a little bit, but the base floor is all straight. So, like, this will be all straight all the way up to this point. This will have the natural, you know, the natural curve to it before you get over here. So, like, yeah, see, like, that would be the natural curve to make it go straight and then down. And we did it. 100 days of Minecraft. Welcome to the freaking victory of the episode. Yay! I just didn't pay attention until now. Okay. But yes, so a lot of you guys were saying, even the last, you know, my very other video, I said that, you know, I would try to do 30 minutes. Like I said, it's almost 30 minutes, and we only spent 10 minutes just walking, almost 5 minutes just walking here alone. For another 5 minutes putting out that stupid fire over there. And yeah, well, my thing is this. If I wanted to, right, this right here could be the entrance of the house. And I can jump right here too. I can, like, place 2 torches up here. And this could be the entrance. I'll have another one, but, like, for example, this could be the entrance because, look. You go down here, I jump down, I basically take a straight line downward, right? A straight line down. I go maybe 2 blocks back to build the platform. And the platform, I know, is going to look a little weird. But I think I want to use... birch for the platform. Because here's the thing. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, it has to be 6. Alright. So you go basically, I go down, I dig a straight hole down. Well, I'll have to take this off for a second. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig straight down, which you never do in Minecraft. While mining at least. You dig straight down and I'll cut the trees in half, well, ones I can right now, all the way to that point of the river. We could just build the footpath to the riverbank and then build another, what's the word I'm looking for? Another dock. And then boat the rest of the way here, right? Have another dock there, and then build a pathway all the way to the house, and then have the scaffolding elevator up to this point here, and that way we can just walk into the house. I might go one more out. Yeah, you know what? That's what I want to do. I want to go one more out because I want to end up here. Right, and then freaking have a problem. So you build up here with the elevator, right? You come up here, you get off, and then you walk into the house. And over here will be 2 railings on either side. Window, you know, glass windows here and here. Or I can do basically put the windows here instead, put the windows here, 2 doors, then the wooden frame, or, you know, I think I want to do cobblestone or stone frames. No, you can't blow out cobblestone. technically you can blow up any block. They're not impervious like everything else. But this is where my plan is, guys. What I plan to do is off camera is I'm going to go back to the house. Okay. I'm going to journey back to the house. I'm going to get an idea where the path is going to go. I want to continue from the path I already built so far and just continue that. You know, so there's that. I will be making soul torches or soul based lanterns, so be wary of that if you guys don't like that kind of stuff. I kind of want to try to put some of those in my house. Yes, I will have a fire pit in this house because I really want to have another fire pit. I'm going to have a trash can, quote, trash can. Basically, I'm going to go back to the nether and grab some lava in a bucket and then place it in a cauldron and ta-da! Trash can. And I'll put it, you know, either in the ground or not. I don't know what I want to do with that, but I'll have to be careful with that because you can always walk into it. But I paused here because it is going on the night. It is going upon night of day 100. I don't want to continue it, and I've already hit my 30-minute marker, essentially. You guys want to see short videos? I'm gonna provide them if I can, but there's gonna be a lot more off-camera work instead of on-camera work because I know you guys want to see stuff, but at the same time, you guys won't be able to see all of it. But if you guys want to see maybe 35-minute, well, maybe if you guys want to see like 40-minute videos instead of an hour-long video, let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate the support of you guys telling me what you guys want to see, what you guys want to do, what you guys want me to do. Otherwise, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been a pleasure being your host today, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next Minecraft video. Take care, everybody.